Welcome back to The Pitch, and today we are discussing extremely pertinent issues affecting us as Kenyans. We're extremely sad with the news that we are hearing about the demonstrations, and what is even sadder is what the police, who are supposed to protect us, are doing to Kenyan civilians. Today with me we have extremely intelligent men with me, political analysts, political commentators. I'll give the floor for them to introduce themselves. From my far left.
Okay, my name is Lincoln Crash. I'm a political analyst, and we're here today to discuss a lot of things.
Karibu sana.
Okay, and my name is Victor Rono, or you can just call me the CNN guy, and we're here to cross-pollinate and fertilize ideas in a better way. We think our country should move in the right direction.
Gentlemen,
yes.
Let's just go deep. Do you think it is right what the police is doing? Yes, we have demonstrations.
Yep.
It's something that is constitutional, but what the police are doing. We now have almost 33 people dead in the hands of the police who are supposed to protect us. What do you think?
For me, I don't think it's a good idea for the police to go out there and use excessive force against the civilians. Because at the end of the day, we should remember that we're all Kenyans. Even that person who does not agree to what is happening in the country, they should also be given their rights. It's a right in Kenya to demonstrate. So I don't think the police are doing the right thing to use excessive force.
Do you believe, from what I'm seeing in Kenya, it seems that all of these things happening, they're politically orchestrated.
Yeah,
it's the government intentionally targeting a specific community or a specific group which supports the opposition. Do you think that's what's happening?
Yeah, most probably exactly as you just have said. Because one thing I know, first of all, listening to a number such as 33 of people who have died because of demonstration, it is not only sad, it is bad, but and as well mad. Because Judah, you can remember that such a defining moment when you are having a taste of democracy, when we ought to give an impetus to our sole endeavor in ensuring that our country gets to be better. We are witnessing such demonstration, and police get to use a lot of force because, as you can know, it is enshrined in our constitution that there are limits of the police. But the tragedy of Kenya and Africa at large is that we have all the good laws in the land, except one law, the law that says that we should obey all the other laws. Yeah.
We have seen pictures online on social media of a young boy, 18 years, shot in the neck, dead. We've seen other pictures of little children who have also been shot by the police. We've seen pictures of old women, 70-something years old, shot by the police. And the police are justifying this, that these guys are looting. So do you think it's right to really kill somebody just because they're looting? Yet we've seen members of the government stealing billions, and they've not been shot. What do you think?
I think, in as much as we think these people are looting as they demonstrate, we should not do it like we want to revenge or something like that. You understand? You get me?
Yeah.
So I think we should do it in a right way. If there are people who are looting, there are right measures to be followed.
True.
For example, you can arrest them, take them to the police station. Then they can go through the right procedure. Yeah.
Actually, Judah, it will work to our undoing when we begin to work like we're in a jungle, because there are laws in the land that govern the land, and therefore when you get to see what is happening at this time, it is horrifying, it is harrowing to say the least. And therefore, I think actually at this time, the typical Kenyan mind should actually sober up their minds together and actually ask what they want what do we want for our country. Like, definitely, despite the fact that we may demonstrate for these leaders, we are treating them as demigods who can do no wrong. We must ask ourselves, because I believe that in the inner depths of our being, we have one common purpose, Judah. Like, you and me desire that tomorrow all's good tidings for us, because tomorrow we want to see that the young people, the young generation, can get to reach for their dreams despite their humble backgrounds and the oldest of situations. And therefore, we should all have our one common purpose, that we need a better country where everyone can thrive and get to reach for themselves and make Kenya proud. And therefore, we must first get to the basics and ask ourselves what actually informed the decision that makes us go to the street. Are these politicians, are their families in there, are their relatives in there? Why are we going there to demonstrate? Those are the questions.
Gentlemen, from what I'm seeing, in the next 1 week, we are not even sure if there are elections.
Yeah.
Because IEBC has not made an official statement saying that even though one contender in the race is out, we're still having elections on 26th. There has been no official report. And we're expecting that so many students from campuses will be going back home. Others will be going to Siaya. Others will be going to Bondo. Yet, we are seeing this demonstration. what does it really mean for these students who are really afraid even from going from campus to their homes because they're afraid of being shot by the police in the event they get home during the demonstration? So what is the government really doing to stop these demonstrations in the right manner? What is it really doing?
I as of now think actually that our country is a turmoil. We are the cesspit of, I don't know, what can I call it? Because right now, like, everybody just looks confused. Like we don't know what is happening.
Yeah,
the students,
very confused. Lawyers are confused. Journalists are confused.
Everybody's confused in the house.
Well,
So it is actually tragic. But I want to tell the young people that it is we ourselves who can change this country. Despite the fact that we are seeing these other people who are doing whatever they are doing, actually we must ask ourselves, when did the rain begin beating us? Because this is pathetic. It is terrible.
On social media, I've had people saying that what we're witnessing in Kenya is a political revolution, and it is inevitable. They can only postpone the revolution, but they cannot deny it to the Kenyans.
What I'm seeing from what is happening in Kenya right now, it's like Kenya is coming into separating into factions. Like, for example, we have two major political lines, and these people, you cannot just ignore the other one, any of this.
Actually, there are other guys in one faction saying that the police brutality is right.
Is right, yeah.
Continue.
There's nothing like that. So you see, it's like Kenya is simply divided, and that is the same way you said we can only postpone. That is how I see it also, because even if this election happen and one side win, the other side will not be happy because it's like they are half Kenyans. So this thing will just be postponed.
And I don't know why about Africa. Elections are about life and death. Like Germany did the elections, they got over it. The one who lost accepted, considered defeat, and they are moving on right now. People are developing, are just moving around, using a lot of billions of money. They should have constructed schools, built roads, and created infrastructure.
You know, in Kenya, we cannot trust ourselves. That is one thing. Because if we did, you would just agree. Because we are Kenyans. You would say, okay, a Kenyan is ruling, so I'm also a Kenyan.
And also one thing that is killing us, by the way, to just call the spade by its proper name, is that is negative ethnicity. Because on a daily basis, we are allowing our country to run the wheels of negative ethnicity, where one's ethnic extraction is the touchstone of ability. And therefore, you see, like, you're voting for someone because he's from an ethnic extraction. It is terrible just to imagine that even the learned people, someone who's going through a rigorous education system, is still saying, I'll vote for this person because he's from my ethnic cocoon. That is tragedy. That's why Lumumba said that if the education you get does not change and revolutionize your mind, it's not different from this shirt move. You'll wait in the morning, you move in the evening.
True. And if you have just 1 minute to tell the government what you feel about the demonstration and what they should do, what will you tell them?
This is what I would tell the government. It is very sad to watch Kenyans die in the hands of our police. The police are the same people whom they are paid using our tax. So I think we should all come together as one nation and remember our cause and know that at the end of the day we will all remain Kenyans. Yeah, that is what I have for Kenya.
For me, I'd say this to the incumbent President Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta and as well NASA flag bearer Raila Amolo Odinga, is that it is upon they to decide which part of history they want to stand in, because history will judge them harshly if they're going to do something about these manacles and the situation we're witnessing right now, because it is upon them to actually take their hands together and sober up their minds, come together in whatever way, because they should have the interest of the people at heart. I know in the depths of their being, they're not happy with the killings that we are seeing, and therefore they should decide, because 50 years from now, that generation at that time will ask themselves, what did they do during this time? Therefore, they just ought to decide right now, where do they want to stay in the path of history.
Where do they want to be remembered in this?
Thank
Thank you so much. This is The Pitch, and as we always do, discussing pertinent matters affecting us as Kenyans. And these are the young minds talking about what is really happening in Kenya. See you next time. Bye-bye.